Hello, he's Matt Archibald. I'm Tanner Smith for the Bobcat Sports Showcase. And we saw a heck of a football game tonight, Matt. Ohio beats Temple 35-31 in what is a lot of people calling the pseudo-MAC East Championship. But it really was an electric atmosphere, and I think that came down to the fans. And Coach Solich said with this blackout atmosphere, it was a lot of fun for him and the players.
I thought that was just a tremendous turnout. And I told our players after the game that, that's what college football is all about, when your students turn out en masse like they did tonight, and they were fired up before the game and continue to be fired up throughout the course of the game. So my hat is off to them. I thought they just did a great job and were truly helpful for us in terms of a home field advantage.
And Matt, you can feel the energy right off the bat. Ohio comes out in their first drive and just rolls down the field.
Yeah, 5 plays, 80 yards, take 2 minutes, 5 seconds right off the clock. I mean, they burned down the field. 2 key plays in that. A 25-yard run by Harden, and then a 25-yard pass. A really good-looking play. Tettleton fakes the handoff, rolls one way, finds Harden the other way, and we would see that play again later in the ball game.
I think that's going to be a big play later in the ball game, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. The big question coming into tonight's game was whether or not Ohio's defense could shut down Bernard Pierce. They didn't really shut him down, but they slowed him down.
They took him out of the game in the first half. He only had 12 carries for 28 yards. Really, all the rushing came from the quarterback that came in about the third series, Coyer. He came in and was running all over the place, but Pierce was kind of a non-factor tonight, and that is the second year in a row that Pierce checks out of the ball game. Kind of hurt, looked like he got a concussion, hamstring hurt. That was a big deal for Ohio to take him out of the ball game.
Jump ahead to the second quarter. Temple ties it up at 7 off of a Dante Foster fumble. Great looking pass. He seemed like he made a good move and then just got hit, lost the ball. Temple takes advantage.
Yeah, ball squirts out. It seemed like the Owls scored tonight on a lot of Ohio miscues. That fumble sets him up on the 17-yard line, plus a personal foul penalty. They score on a 2nd and goal, a play-action fake, find Rodriguez, 5-yard touchdown pass, 7-7. Midway through the second quarter.
But Ohio wasn't going to sweat it too much. They respond, and the key thing about the very next drive was 2 huge third downs. Tyler Tettleton finds Levon Brazil. The connection just works.
Yeah, let me spell out a math formula for you. Third down, 4 plus 7 equals $. I don't know if that's a number, but Levon Brazil is cash money on third down. 3rd and 9, Tettleton finds him for 13 yards, and a 3rd and 3, hooks up again for 16 yards, and then Tettleton says, Brazil, back off. I'm going to take it myself. Punches it in on the scramble, 14-7 OU.
Temple comes back, though. They tie it up at 14 before the half. But, again, not that big of a deal for Ohio. Great first half of football.
Yeah, and the second half got even better. I mean, gosh, what a second half of football we saw tonight.
If we knew we were in for anything, it was going to be a great second half of football. 21-14, Ohio comes back, and it was really all about Dante Harden.
Yeah, and they capitalized off of a Temple fumble. Temple was the one cashing in on the Ohio miscues. Harden comes out, an 81-yard touchdown run. I mean, he squirmed through some defenders. He zigged, he zagged, and he's gone for the TD. A career night for him, 322 all-purpose yards is a single-game Ohio record. Passing Chris Garrity had 184 on the ground, 2 receptions for 75 yards, and 63 returning. He was a do-it-all man tonight.
Later in the third quarter, though, Temple would get in a score. We mentioned Bernard Pierce and how effective he can be. You can't stop him, but you can slow him down. He gets a touchdown there, 21-21, going into the fourth quarter. And then Jordan Thompson gets a touchdown catch from Tyler Tettleton, 28-24 at that point in the fourth.
But you know Temple is not going away. They come down, big pass play to 18, Rod Streeter, and then they cap off the drive, Coyer to Miller. With 4 minutes and 46 seconds left, they are up 31-28. Ohio has found themselves in this position plenty of times this year, but they have not been able to finish off the game. They did so tonight.
Yes, they did. Ohio comes back in that fourth quarter with only under 5 minutes to play, and Tyler Tettleton and Dante Harden hook up on what we said. You see something about it again. It was the fake handoff, roll one way and throw the opposite way. This time it goes for 55 yards. Dante Harden making a heck of a catch over his shoulder. That sets up Ohio on the 23-yard line and puts them in great scoring position.
And man, what a play to cap off the ball game. Been a great game all night. This one, Tettleton scrambles right, looks like he's got nothing, goes back left, waiting. Finally finds Dante Foster in the back section of the end zone. 35-31, Ohio is now up with 1:45. Defense holds serves, and Ohio in the driver's seat now in the MAC East. And Tettleton saying after the game, a great feeling to finally finish off a ball game and win one coming back late.
I knew with 5 minutes left, and like I said, game plan-wise, we we did a good job at executing the whole game, and I was real confident of us driving down there again.
And Matt, I guess you could also say it's a bit of a milestone day here at Peden Stadium because Tyler Tettleton, he has 20 touchdowns on the season, which ties the single season record here at Ohio. Plus, he threw for over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, and then his favorite receiving buddy, Lavon Brazil, 2,101 yards. He's now second all-time in receiving here at Ohio.
Ohio still has to get it done for the rest of the season. Last 3 games. Next week they go to Central Michigan on the road on Thursday, November 10th. We're going to be there, and I hope you are too. We'll see you then.